Dallas, Fort Worth, and surrounding Metroplex, get ready for the hottest new nighttime entertainment show. I've searched all over the Metroplex looking for the hottest undiscovered talent, and guess what? They weren't hard to find. Even better, I'm bringing them straight to you. It's called Kenn, Coxx, Catch a Rising Star. I've got singers, dancers, comedians, poets, bands, you name it, I got it. And you don't even have to leave your couch. And it's not the type of show where you boo people off stage or you vote people off and send them home brokenhearted. It's just hard-working entertainers working hard to entertain you. It's called Kenn, Coxx, Catch a Rising Star, right here.
KennCoxx.com.
What's up, y'all? This is Nanette Lee, and you're watching Kenn Coxx Now.
What's up? This is Howard Hewitt, and you're watching Kenn Coxx Now. Check it out.
Hey, what up, you guys? This is Girl Biblical Fox, and you are watching Kenn Coxx Now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to Kenn Coxx Now. I have the distinct privilege of having in the guest studio today the one and only John B. John, welcome to the show.
How you doing, Ken? Thanks for having me.
I got to tell you, I'm so excited about having you on the show.
Thank you.
My girlfriend, she always asks me who you're interviewing this week.
Yeah.
And when I told her I was interviewing you, man, she got so excited. She's been playing your music in the car, in the house. I mean, a lot of the songs that you've done I wasn't really aware of until she kept playing these songs.
Good.
And I told her, I said, do you know this guy? You know, the way she was going on and on and on. So, John, you're in the city this week.
Yeah.
Tell me what you're doing here in Dallas.
Well, I just got finished doing the Tom Joyner morning show.
Right.
And we'll be on the cruise this year, so that's exciting. We're kind of getting ready for that, gearing up for that. Letting everybody know I'm coming out with a new album, working on it right now, finishing it up for this year.
Okay.
And I'm actually playing in Dallas. I'm myself, Life Jennings, and Eric Benet are doing a show tonight.
I heard that. Oh man, you got to say that again. The three of you are playing tonight. Where?
Yeah. So tonight is at
The Music Hall.
The Music Hall.
The Music Hall. Okay.
And so it's going to be a great show. Myself, Life Jennings, Eric Benet, real R&B, and we're all crooners, so we're gonna put it down, put the passion down for everyone. So they walk away fulfilled.
I talk about my girlfriend a lot, but I asked her, I said, you talk like you know this guy. And she said, in a way I do. She said, because you can listen to the lyrics that a person sing and tell what's in their heart.
And I think it's a trip, man. I didn't necessarily know what I was going to get for being so honest.
Okay.
Like a song like They Don't Know, don't listen to what people say they don't know about you and me. I was talking about, hearsay in relationships, how can't really go, you can't iron your problems out by going to your friends.
Right.
And asking them what they think about your relationship.
Yeah.
You got to take, that concern or whatever it is and, and go to your man or go to your woman and ask them, what's up? Can we, and I'll bring you closer. So. That's a really true statement. It's not just me trying to be cool. Like it was really a real statement that 20 years later I'm still using that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's jealousy. Don't pay no attention to that. You know.
So it's a lot to be said about having an open, honest relationship with someone, because the more open you are, you show that you're vulnerable.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that's what the music is missing right now in terms of the brand new music, the trap, R&B, or what have you.
Yeah.
It's very, very unpersonal.
Yeah.
It's sort of like the emotion is not there.
Yeah.
So I think kids really, they're kind of gone without it for a little while.
Right,
And I think
right.
people are starting to really miss that real, you know, that heartfelt emotion again. You can always go back to the old music for that.
Now, you just said something that is a pet peeve with me. Not that I have anything against the young artists,
No,
but it's hard for a young artist to sing "I love you" when I know you don't know nothing about paying bills. You don't know
That's
how
so
to
funny,
pay
man.
bills.
And see, you know what? I would say this much: everybody is worthy of being able to write a song about love.
Right.
It's whether you got the guts to or not. Though.
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot of guts, man. You got to open yourself and make yourself vulnerable in a way where you got some guy on the side who may be looking at you and you're like, why you?
Yeah.
You soft, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's been the challenge though,
Yeah.
from day one. Is that, you know, you either got the brawn or the,
Yeah.
you know, or the brain. So, you know, it's for me, I'd rather have the brain and the heart,
Yeah.
and have that all intact. And I know that if I'm doing myself right on that level,
Yeah.
and my spirit is, you know, aligned with everything, then I know
Right.
the rest is all gonna come.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. And you know, when you say you make yourself vulnerable, but when you are honest with a person, when you are honest with anyone,
Yeah.
especially with someone who you're building a future with,
Yeah.
the more honest you are, what you're basically saying is, I'm trusting you with
Yeah.
my heart. I'm
Yes.
trusting you with my emotions and my feelings.
Yes.
And a lot of times, when people betray you, they turn on you, they crush you with the very thing you trusted them with.
Yes, sir.
You know, and now they tell me that a lot of time R&B music comes from our experiences. We know blues come from the hardship,
Yeah.
but real R&B, man, they don't play it, they don't sing it like you guys do.
Thank you,
anymore.
man. Thank you.
And we really need that.
And we really tried to hold up like the foundation of R&B. Like I'm always giving it up to my forefathers, the people who inspired me to do like I'm able to do, which is Marvin Gaye, Michael Jackson, the Isley Brothers, Stevie Wonder, you know, Babyface, you know, Earth, Wind and Fire, Kool and the Gang, you know, the list goes on and on. So, but that's R&B music.
Yeah.
And if you grew up listening to those guys croon and sing from the heart, then you kind of know what's up, you know what I mean, a little bit. So, yeah, everybody out there who's listening to your R&B, make sure you go back and check them classics. I'm talking about the young kids out there, you know, because without that foundation, man, you're kind of missing something. It's like trying to build a brick over no brick, you know what I mean? Like you putting a brick on top of air, it's going to pop.
I was trying to explain who Kool and the Gang was to my son, and he didn't have a clue.
Hey, you know, but I bet you could sing him the songs the rappers sample from him, he'd be like, oh, that one? Okay, yeah.
I'm telling you. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but before we do, once again, you're working on a new album.
Absolutely, yeah. The new album, I don't have a title for it yet, but this is going to be my 10th album.
Okay.
And I think 10 is a great number for just a milestone in my career.
Okay.
You know, and working with Warren Campbell, Grammy-winning producer, and also my pastor of the church I go to.
Oh, fantastic.
And actually, just a wonderful guy, but he has the #1 song that he just produced and wrote for Tyrese, Shane.
Okay.
Which is amazing. And taking it back to that foundation, that R&B, like we were talking about.
Right,
you know?
right.
Yeah.
So there's a spiritual side of John B.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, huge spiritual side. I'm not one, though, to be evangelical, if you will, like on level of like witnessing and going around singing gospel and stuff like that's not my calling necessarily. I feel like God has placed in my heart to write about love.
Yeah.
And that love is my that's my foundation, and that what I'm trying to preach.
That is your calling.
That is my calling. It's just another way. I think that people really are called to do that, like soldiers. You know what I mean? Like for gospel music. So I would never try to approach that in the same sense like a lot of other gospel, just because I don't have chops like that. I don't have that like that. That's a gift.
Well, hang on
but
a
I have
second.
my gift to do it my way.
Hang on a second. Ladies and gentlemen, this is John B. We're going to be right back. You're watching Kenn Coxx now.
With an amazing producer by the name of Warren Campbell.
Yeah.
He's also the pastor of my church, too. Oddly enough, man. It's kind of cool. And let me tell you something. I've been raising 2 babies. keeping me real busy, as well as on the road all the time. I got an 8-year-old and a 2-year-old. Let me just give you the real catch up real quick. I know it's been a minute since I've seen you guys.
That's what's up.
And let me tell you something, man. I still love doing this, man. It's been 20 years, and to sing for you is my dream come true. You know?
Fort Worth and surrounding Metroplex, get ready for the hottest new nighttime entertainment show. I've searched all over the Metroplex looking for the hottest undiscovered talent, and guess what? They weren't hard to find. Even better, I'm bringing them straight to you. It's called Kenn, Coxx, Catch a Rising Star. I've got singers, dancers, comedians, poets, bands, you name it, I got it. And you don't even have to leave your couch. And it's not the type of show where you boo people off stage or you vote people off and send them home brokenhearted. It's just hard-working entertainers working hard to entertain you. It's called Kenn, Coxx, Catch a Rising Star, right here. And we're back once again, ladies and gentlemen, with John B. in the studio today. We was just before break, we was talking about there's a spiritual side of you. Yeah. And what a lot of people don't really understand about everybody think that once you get saved and you become a gospel artist, but God gives us a gift. And he said with that gift you are to make your way with. And with that gift, what we do is draw people to us. And once they come to us, we simply guide them to Christ.
That's it, man.
And so it's not just gospel. It's rhythm, it's blues, it's R&B, it's all of that. If Christ is in your heart, and you draw 40,000 people of your fans to you, they're going to look at your lifestyle and they say, I want what he got. And you say, I got Christ.
That's right.
And that's how we bring them in.
That's how we bring them in.
So talk to me about John B. when he was a young man growing up, high school, you was a kid.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, I was just a young musician, you know, wanting to get it and wanting to share it as well. I had this blessing that God put on my heart, you know, with the music and the interest in music.
Right.
Not only just the interest in playing, but an interest in all the bands that were coming out, the groups, the singers. So, you know, groups like New Edition, you know, artists like Babyface and Stevie Wonder, you know, really listening to them intently and almost trying to learn, you know, trying to teach myself through their music how to do what they do, try to imitate it in a sense.
Well, now, how old were you when you started playing with singing?
Yeah, well, I was a baby. I mean, my grandparents owned a record store.
Oh, okay.
So I was able to have, like, as a baby, have all these, I see all these vinyls on Tom Joyner's wall. That used to be my room on the floor, like just vinyls everywhere.
Yeah.
And so I played the vinyls, and I didn't know there was a difference between R&B and rock music or anything. I just thought music was music, and that's how I grew up. My parents didn't teach me any other way. They just said music is music. They didn't put any sort of like rules to what I could listen to or what I couldn't. It was all open. So pretty much just got a little dose of everything.
Man, you were exposed to it, and a lot of time it is what we are exposed to as children growing up.
Oh, yeah.
You know, King David in the Bible, when he was a child, he was a shepherd. He took care of sheep because God knew he was going to grow up to take care of people. As a child, he killed a lion and a bear with his bare hands because God knew one day he was going to fight a giant, Goliath. Wow. And so as a child, we are playing with our gift, and we don't even know it. So as a child, you're there in a record studio, in a recording studio, playing with music. You listen to different genres. God had placed you in a strategic place where you could listen and learn.
Yeah. And it was amazing, you know, growing up, having all these people as sort of like, you know, my mentors, if you will, you know, and then being able to, you know, seek after them at 18, after I had it inside myself to really, okay, now I'm ready to share. Now I got a 40-song demo tape. I'm going out. You know, so I went out, you know, Hollywood and all over, and basically got my tape to Babyface. Okay. And he was the one that I was really seeking out anyway. Yeah. And so when I got to where I wanted to go, I dropped the tape off. I said, now we'll just leave the rest in God's hands. And walked away. About maybe an hour later, I got a phone call. Can you come back to the office, man? We want to meet you. You know, I was like, oh, fantastic, you know?
And I was looking at the DVD that you and Babyface did together last night. I was doing my homework on it.
The EPK.
I really like what you're doing. I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
I wish you a lot of success in your career.
Thank you, sir.
I believe you're on the right track. Now, you're going to do the Tom Joyner cruise this summer.
Yes.
And I am going to do the cruise as
fantastic.
well. So I'll see you
have
again.
a beautiful time, man. Get that ocean air.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that's right, man.
So I really appreciate you for taking the time out to be on my show today.
Oh, my pleasure.
I'm a young artist. I'm a stand-up comedian, and I'm trying to do that same thing. John B., there are a lot of singers, young singers out there who are looking at you right now. And they are where you used to be.
Yeah.
Is there anything you could say to them that would inspire them to continue to do what they do, so one day they can be where you are?
Yeah. Well, one thing I will tell you, all the artists out there that are up and coming, if you've made your project for the first time and you're sharing it with people, is that, what we do is making something from nothing. So if you take nothing and you try to make something with it, that's basically what you have on the table with music. Music starts from the moment you start snapping your fingers to stomping your feet to, coming up with melodies in our heads. And whenever we're able to make that into a cohesive project, that is something, man. That's something, whether you're promoting it on a massive level or whether you're just showing it to your friends and family around, town. So don't ever devalue what you do based upon how many people you show it to. Just know that this gift is not given lightly. God doesn't make no mistakes with the talent that He awards us, allows us to have. So just, part of appreciating the gift really is just really appreciating the fact that you can do something that is a gift.
That's right.
Start there. Don't try to just say, I want to be famous.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people go straight to
Start
everything that comes with enjoying this gift.
Yeah.
They take all the rewards and they look at that, all the money or what have you, and say, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to be wealthy.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's not the point. That's not why He gave you the gift. He gave you the gift so you could use it, grow it, watch it bloom.
That's
like
exactly
a
right.
flower. So
now you said it to create it out of nothing. And that's exactly what God did. He created everything out of nothing. Okay.
And He gave you the ability, if you're a songwriter or a singer or a rapper or what have you, or producer, musician, He gave you that ability as well to be able to make something from nothing. I think too many of us devalue ourselves because of the fact that we think nobody else is listening.
Right.
Let me tell you, the man up there that gave you the talent is listening. So we gotta use it, man. We gotta not abuse it, you know what I mean? Or really use it, man.
And here's how you can know exactly what your gift is. Because God gave it to you. Can't nobody take it from you.
That's real.
You can throw me a microphone at 4 o'clock in the morning in a thunderstorm and I can still make you laugh because it's natural.
Yeah.
God give you a gift so you can make your way with it.
That's right.
And so you have to take that gift and use it.
That's
John B., I'm excited about you, man. I'm coming to the concert
Appreciate it.
tonight.
Excited to see
Looking
you
forward
do
to
your thing
working
too as well.
with you this summer. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the one and only John B.
Appreciate y'all.
You've been watching Kenn Coxx now. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. God bless you. Peace out.
Best things I used to do, the games I used to play, the girls that didn't last. What's on your mind? You think I'm doing wrong? Can I say what is real? You are only one. When I'm not around, do you think of me? Or what the careless ones are claiming to me? You should know right now that it's gonna take a lot of trust from you. But rest